In today's video, I will show you everything about the backhand slice, how to hit it, when to hit it, and why you should use the backhand slice. My name is Patrik Broddfelt, a tennis coach in Norway. Let's get started with a grip in a backhand slice. So when you're playing a backhand slice, you need to use the continental grip, the hammer grip. To get that grip, you put the thumb and index finger on the frame like this and go way down to the handle, and you will have a perfect continental grip. Make sure your index finger is a little bit higher up, because when you have a higher index finger, you will have more feeling and more control of your racket. So don't have your fingers like this, it's more unstable. When you start, you want to start with your elbow high, your left elbow, since I'm right-handed. So your left elbow goes up and you're turning your shoulders, and your right elbow comes up. So when I'm up in this position, I will have a square around here, and the racket face is pointing towards my head like this. So the knuckles pointing towards the net, and the butt cap pointing over there to that fence. Take a racket up with my left elbow, turning my shoulders, stepping in, and then I want to continue with my elbows up and hitting down. Not too much down, but hitting down. From here, you want to go out into contact point. When you're going out, look at my wrist here. It's up. You don't want to go out like this. You want to keep it up the whole way. I'm making contact roughly at my right foot. And then I follow through and extend. So when I'm making contact, I want a little bit of the angle of a racket, but not too open. And after the contact, I want to follow through, extend towards the target. My left arm goes back this way, and I finish with a tray. I can serve something, glass of water or something here. When you're hitting the backhand slice, you need to make sure the racket speed is very slow and fluent. You don't want to rush it like this. So you want to make sure it's fluent. Slow and fluent. Because if you're rushing it, like I did now, the first one, it actually hurts my elbow. I could feel it in my elbow. So make sure you're doing it slowly and staying sideways the whole time. You can get that left foot back like this. So you're coming like this, and then you come around. And make sure this left arm is going back, left foot behind you. Some common mistakes I see is having your arms like this and then just going like that. A common mistake would be like this, bringing that left elbow down, look at my racket, and then going like this. It would be really difficult to hit a backhand slice that way. Same with the right elbow, bending too much, you'll be like this. And the contact zone will go that way. Make sure your elbow is not going down, pointing at the ball, and extend out. So you're not hitting with the elbow like this. You want to extend out and hit with the back of the shoulder and forward. If the ball goes up in the air like this, that's because your racket is too open when you make contact. Reason for that is either you're hitting too much in front, opening up a racket, or you're using a forehand grip, your racket will be too open. Then you have to make contact back here. So make sure you have your continental grip. On a backhand slice, you want to have a contact point much further back. If I'm hitting a normal one-hander, my contact point will be here. Slice, one-hander, two-hander, slice. So the contact point is much further back. When do I want to use the backhand slice? Well, if you have a ball that you're not able to reach because you're playing a two-hand backhand, you make contact here, but if you let go with your left arm, you will make contact out here. So you will have better reach. And when I'm running out here, I can hit my backhand slice like this. Another common way to use a backhand slice, if you get a short ball and it's low, it's easier to take it with a backhand slice down here than going like this. So and then you can slice it low and continue to the net. So moving forward here. Then you will get an easy high put away volley. You can also use it when you get a high ball on your backhand. If you're hitting one hand like me, it's difficult to hit it up here. And I'm more comfortable to hitting my backhand slice up there. So it will look something like this. That's another way when you can use the backhand slice. Use the backhand slice when you have little time running out to the side and you want to defend. When you get a short low ball, or if you're playing a one-hander and up here. And another tactical thing about it is if you want to change the rhythm and the pace of a rally. If you're playing against someone who's hitting really hard with maybe loopy swings like this, it might be good to change the rhythm of a ball. And because if they hit the same shot every time, same pace, and you change up this speed and spin of the pace, they most likely will hit the ball out or into the net. So don't feed them hard, flat shots into the contact zone here, because then they will play very well. Another time to use the backhand slice, if you see someone holding a Western grip like this, it's really difficult to hit low balls. So everything that bounces up here is easy for them. So you want to hit low balls, and that's a great opportunity to hit lots of slices on the forehand. And what will happen then as well is if they get the ball on the forehand here with this grip, it's really difficult for them to hit it down the line. Most likely they will hit this shot cross court. And that's what you want, because then you can continue playing with your forehand. I don't know if you grew up watching Steffi Graf, but she used this backhand slice a lot out here, hitting it down the line, because she wanted to play with a forehand. So she used it to change the pattern of the play. So if she was hitting it down the line, and she knew her opponent would hit it cross court, and then she could start over with her forehand. I use that pattern as well because I don't like to hit too many backhands, so I try to change the pattern of the play by slicing it deep into the forehand. So I'm running out here. And hopefully I get it on my forehand, or I might have time to run around and hit my forehand. So don't skip on learning the backhand slice. And it's good for the volleys, it's good for the drop shots. So get out and practice the backhand slice.